Glad I'm here to hear all that because, as Tom was saying earlier, I've forgotten half of what Matt just said. But now my memory's somewhat refreshed. I also have enjoyed seeing my batting average climb about 20 points every time there's another speech or article about the event. If I could direct your attention to my page here on in the program, I'd like to say how proud I am to be the first one ever selected 2 years in a row. This is just a photocopy of the 2010, as you can see in the middle there, Hall of Fame class. Now the photo on the left is really me. And my wife Christy had a comment about this photo earlier. She said she could see all three of my kids in that photo. And I'd like to first acknowledge her tonight because one of her strengths, when I'm zeroed in on the minutiae of whatever's going on at the moment and overly focused on some little point, she's able to see the big picture and keep me even keel and not losing the forest for the trees. So I thank her very much for that. Now the picture on the right.
Nice glasses.
It is not Kurt Rambis. It is actually me. I played basketball with those glasses. It does appear that I have left the floor in that photograph. I got an email from my son Dan, and he says, "I didn't realize that you ever really had a true jump shot." So, but there's proof. Now the striped socks, very attractive. Look at those legs, short shorts. You know, it's pretty impressive. I don't think I look very relaxed shooting that shot. I don't know. Perhaps because all those lessons I got from my dad in the backyard, he's shooting two-hand set shot out there in the driveway. Kind of had to learn some of this other stuff by myself. There was mention of, I think Larry mentioned wearing ties is perhaps one of the downsides of those of us, and like Larry and Jerry Stone and some others, my family moved to town just before high school, so I was another new kid on the block, although I started as a freshman. And it's, you know, the ties that everybody's been talking about, I would just echo those comments without belaboring it, but I do want to say that the class of 71's having a reunion over there, and missing is my brother Tim, who passed away at age 37. He was the SB president for the class of 71 and ran on the platform of ending wearing ties at St. Bonaventure High School. And ever since, no ties, as best I recall. The class of 70 had a lot of fortuitous things that occurred, and just one of those, seemed to be one of those lucky classes, the first, I guess, then full-size class of about 97 students, as I recall. And several that just came together and became teammates and friends, lifelong friends. And Matt's one of my closest all that time, and I appreciate him being willing to do the remarks. I wouldn't have wanted anyone else to do it if he's available, and thank you very much. The foundation I received from my family was carried on here, and I feel that it's held me in good stead all the years since. I thank my parents and the other members of my family, and we have stayed pretty close, and it's been a real solid foundation for my life, and much appreciated. At the school, we had many tremendous role models. I mean, I can't remember much, but some things I do remember include, of course, many events on the basketball court. Not this one, because this building didn't exist at the time, nor did the baseball field over in Satakoy either. So we made do, but we made out okay. But I can also remember individual moments, even in the classroom. I can remember Sister St. Charles in chemistry class. And just having her being able to communicate some difficult aspect of chemistry and the light goes off, you know, and I remember her telling me a few years later at one point, it's nice when a teacher can see it in your eyes when that light bulb does go off in a classroom. And so those are the types of things, both on and off the athletic pursuits that I remember. I've mentioned before at another event in this particular podium, I think, that I had a real tough choice when I finished college about whether I wanted to become a teacher and coach or to go to law school. And I had a chance to go to Loyola High, where a lot of people from Loyola Marymount tended to gravitate. And I had a teammate from Loyola that was coaching and teaching over there and was kind of recruiting me to join him. And a big reason it was a tough call was because of the teacher coaches that I had experienced here and how much I thought of them and how fulfilling their role seemed to be. And so I didn't go that route, and it did work out okay for me the way I did go, but it certainly gave me a strong appreciation for St. Bonaventure itself, as well as the profession of all the teachers and coaches and administrators that have chosen that way of life. And so thank all of you who have been named tonight repeatedly for this honor and for everything that you have contributed to all the students that have come through here in the many years that the school has been in existence. And one final note, all the class of 70 members that are here and some of those that aren't, we have, many of us have kept in touch in a lifelong way repeatedly, and then in the last year we've had the football champion reunion, the baseball champion reunion, the 40th reunion, and I forget what other events, and so we've been able to get back in touch with each other, and we are doing even a better job of that, I think, at this point. And another thing that I treasure about St. Bonaventure is the lifelong set of friends that I have enjoyed the benefit of all these years. On that note, given the late hour, I will conclude and wish everybody a good evening. And it's a very high honor here to join the gallery out in the lobby, and I appreciate it very much.